Alright, hello! I just wanted to make this video really quickly to talk about something I discussed in my Xiao video a couple days ago, and that is his skill staggering mechanic. So in that video, I talked about how you could essentially stagger your skill to have a 5-second cooldown consistently, and that was completely wrong. That was made before I really got into testing out Xiao and seeing what he could do, thinking that his skills would have, that his skill, each charge would have its own individual cooldown, and that is completely wrong and not how any character works in the game, so I'm not sure why I thought that at all, but that was completely wrong, and I caught that, and I made a slight correction on one of the times that I talked about it in the video, but I forgot that I talked twice about it, noticed all of that in editing, made a couple corrections and notes here and there where I could, but I wanted to make a video talking about it anyway, and I didn't want to delay that video any further than it already was being delayed, so I figured I would expand upon and go in depth and fix those mistakes in this video. So just starting off, I think a good way to discuss this mechanic is to use a number line to visualize the cooldown of the skill and how we're going to be making use of that. So the point of staggering Xiao's skill is you're going to be trying to stagger it as close to 7 seconds, stagger your uses to 7 seconds as much as possible. This is so that you can make the most use out of his Ascension 4 talent, which grants a stacking damage bonus on each subsequent use of his E skill, stacking up to 3 times, and those stacks lasting 7 seconds. Obviously, you can't keep this up consistently because his skill has a 10-second cooldown, which is just 3 seconds longer than the talent stacks will last, so eventually it is going to drop, but we're going to try and make the most use out of it as we can, and pretty consistently you can hit it 4 times with the stack, so you get 1 use with the maximum damage bonus from the Ascension 4 talent. So to do that, what we're going to do is essentially, like I said, try and use it as close to every 7 seconds as possible. So we're going to use this number line to visualize that. So we're starting off right here. We've got both of our charges. We haven't used it at all yet. We're using it 1 time, and bam, we are now at 10 seconds. So since we're at 10 seconds now, we're going to wait another 7 seconds, as close to 7 seconds as we can before using it again. More realistically, we're going to hit it every 6 to 6.5 seconds. So let's be a little optimistic and do this off of 6.5 seconds. So we wait 5, 6.5 seconds. We're going to use our skill as close to when it says 3.5 seconds remaining as we can. And that's when it will come down again, and we'll wait 10 more seconds, or it'll go down 10 seconds, because that's the skill cooldown. So then we're going to wait another as close to 7 seconds as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. More realistically, we're going to hit it in 6.5 seconds. So once it hits 3, once you've got 7 seconds left on the skill cooldown, that's about when you want to use it again. And we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to end up right here, right at 3 seconds. And then if you use, so it's going to have a 7-second cooldown remaining. And if you wait and use it again, as soon as the skill comes off cooldown and you get that 1 charge, then you'll be able to use it right with that Ascension talent. Now this is kind of inconsistent and hard to get like this, which is why I highly suggest having the Anemo resonance bonus, which grants a 5% cooldown reduction to your elemental skill, which essentially turns the 10-second cooldown into a 9.5-second cooldown, which isn't going to give you the ability to have a 5th use of the skill while making use of the Ascension 4 talent, but it is going to make you a lot more consistent because it's not going to be as tight. You're not going to have to hit as close to 7 seconds as possible. You can hit between 6 to 6.5 seconds on each use, and you will still keep up the talent and get all 4 uses. Alright, so I also wanted to show this off in-game as well, so that you can see the mechanic in a practical use rather than just in the number line visualization of it. So really quickly as well, I just wanted to touch on the Anemo resonance. I mentioned it a second ago, but I talked about it really highly in the Xiao Genshin optimization videos, just because, one, it gives you the Anemo resonance, which grants you the cooldown reduction on your elemental skill, which is very massive on Xiao for making this mechanic much more consistent, but it also gives the opportunity to have a battery for Xiao and solve some of his energy recharge issues that he has. So we're going to knock this guy down in a second after he stops moving. Hello. Alright, and now let's just look at how I use this. So there you saw it went on a 9.5 second cooldown, so we're going to try and wait 7 seconds as much as possible. Get as close to 3 seconds is a good mile marker once you see 3 seconds to go again. And then once you see 6.5 seconds, that's the time to hit it one more time. So now we've got the max stacks, and as soon as it comes off cooldown, we'll use it one more time. And there we go. We got the max Ascension for talent bonus on his skill using that. And that's the best way. That's the way you should use that. When you're actually in combat, it's going to be a little tighter and harder to get that. Just know that there is some lag between when you can when you finish attacking and when you can use the skill. I'll show you that as soon as he stops gyrating here. Knock him down. So, all right, we're fighting. Here, I'm not going to do that too much because I don't want to kill it before we show you. So we got as close to 3 seconds. I did that a little early, so we're going to have to wait until closer to that. We should still have it up. So you notice how I'm kind of having to stop attacking a little early with it. While you're normal attacking, you can use it, but while you're plunging attacking, there is a little bit of a delay. So I just wanted to make this video really quickly just to talk about this mechanic, because I know I haven't really seen people talking about it at all in the Reddit for the character or the Discords for the Genshin Impact or for the character. I don't know why. It feels like a very important mechanic that you should be making use of, and I'm sure people are making some use out of this mechanic in their own ways and just haven't really been talking about it. So I just wanted to put something out there that actually puts into words an explanation on how you should be making the most use out of your Ascension 4 talent by staggering your elemental skill cooldown usage. Let me know if this was helpful or if you liked this style of unscripted video. I know it was stressful to put together, but not having a script to actually read off of and prepare things together for it, but it's a lot easier to edit so that I can have a little bit of content outside of just the scripted Genshin optimization videos that take like a week to put together. Like the Xiao video, I think was a combined almost 20 hours of research, writing, recording, editing, all of that together. So I wanted to have something like this that I can talk about. I think I'm going to do another one talking about my unhealthy obsession with crit stats next. But until then, I hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all got a lot of use out of this. Hope y'all are looking forward to the content I have planned going forward. And have a great rest of your day.